Heather's roommate and co-worker, Brianna Kulzer, spilled the beans that two girls from work pretended to be Tammy, Sydney's wife, and called the Tilted Kilt where they all worked. When Tammy, the actual wife, found out about the affair, she made Sydney get a tattoo of her name and even handcuffed him to their bed at night. The affair ended with a phone call, and Tammy took away Sydney's phone. Heather, despite being heartbroken, managed to move on. But Tammy didn't stop there. She kept calling the Tilted Kilt to bother Heather and even sent her explicit pictures of her and Sydney in bed together. The whole situation painted a messy picture of a love triangle filled with drama, pain, and the aftermath of a messed-up relationship. On September 21, 2013, Heather Elvis shared a tweet that read, "Once upon a time, an angel and a devil fell in love. It did not end well." The message conveyed a sense of a troubled love story, hinting at complications and an ultimately unfavorable outcome. Around November 19th, the Moers went on a 3-week vacation to Disneyland, hoping to fix their marriage. Meanwhile, Heather Elvis had just landed a cosmetology job at a local beauty parlor, set to begin before Christmas. However, her co-workers at the Tilted Kilt noticed something different. Heather seemed to have changed physically, and she became worried enough to take a pregnancy test. These events, seemingly unrelated, became part of a strange story. The Moers seeking reconciliation and Heather's new job added layers to a narrative that took an unexpected turn, leaving everyone in the community baffled about Heather's sudden disappearance and the mystery that surrounded it. Struggling in uncertainty, Heather Elvis faced a puzzling situation, as her pregnancy test results showed an unsettling error. Undeterred, she went on a date with a man named Steve Shrouded on December 17th. According to Steve, he dropped her off at home after 1 a.m., marking a seemingly ordinary night. However, the narrative took a sudden turn on December 19th, when the police discovered Heather's abandoned car at Peachtree Landing, a boat launch on the Waccamaw River in Saugatuck. This discovery thrust the investigation into high gear.
December 20th, the day after Heather Elvis was reported missing, WPDE News Channel 15 airs a live report about the search for her at Peachtree Landing in Saugatuck. Her car was found there the day before. Her family announces a $1,000 reward for information in the case. December 23rd, Heather's father appears on News Channel 15 to plead for the public's help in finding her.
We miss her terribly. Her sister, devastated. Her brother, devastated.
The Q Center for Missing Persons becomes involved in the case early on. January 3rd, 100 volunteers show up to help in the Q search. A day later, a tent is set up to accept anonymous tips in the case.
I'm tired of the grief and I'm tired of the worry, and I'm just so tired of the sleepless nights and watching my family go through it. I don't know how to beg for it any more than I have.
As new leads continue to come out, Terry continues to hope someone will come forward with information that his daughter is safe, so he can wake up from this unbearable nightmare.
Get easier to deal with. In some ways it does. It makes it so that you can hold the tears back in the daytime. At nighttime, you still can't hold them back.
Sydney Moer, a central figure in Heather's life, came under scrutiny, and on December 20th, the police questioned him. Sydney Moer denied being near Peachtree Landing on the crucial night.
What's your relationship with her? There is no relationship. There was a relationship. I broke it off.
So he was trying to give the police this idea of, look, I'm over her, haven't reached out to her, I don't know where she is, I've had zero contact with her.
At any point, did you go down around the Peachtree Landing area?
No.
So there's nothing that's going to show up?
Yet, investigators, delving into Heather's phone records, found something surprising. Heather had made 9 calls to a payphone starting at 1:35 a.m. on December 18th. This revelation raised questions and suspicions. Prosecutor Chris Helms later proposed a troubling possibility. Heather Elvis might have been desperately trying to reach someone without a phone, unraveling a layer of mystery in the unfolding saga of her disappearance. When the police asked Moer if he was the person Heather called, he said no. Although they found security footage of the payphone being used around that time, it was too blurry to figure out who it was.